For years, the public has used artificial intelligence as a single-use utility. You prompt a tool like a digital calculator, it generates a response, and then it goes dormant. Google is breaking that passive model with Gemini Spark. This is a system designed to run continuously in the background of a user's life. Spark functions as an autonomous digital employee within Google Workspace. It drafts email replies, coordinates your daily calendars, and monitors expense reports without waiting for a human to initiate the task. Operating at this level of autonomy requires the system to have constant, unhindered access to a user's entire digital history and personal data streams. This marks the transition from AI that simply answers questions to AI that performs labor. The chatbot has evolved into a 24/7 autonomous worker. Apple is positioning its entire ecosystem as a privacy-focused alternative, building features around auto-deleting AI interactions and localized processing. As global concerns over data harvesting grow, Apple is betting that consumers will eventually choose a more private system over a more powerful one. However, both companies face the same physical limitation. Keeping millions of digital agents running every second of the day requires an immense amount of sustained computing power. Supporting a digital workforce at this scale requires a global physical backbone that the tech industry is still struggling to build. At the foundational level, the entire AI industry currently runs through NVIDIA. The software revolution is currently limited by the availability of these specific advanced microchips. These chips are housed in massive data centers that require staggering amounts of electricity to process the constant flow of autonomous tasks. To secure this physical capacity, Google partnered with Blackstone on a $5 billion infrastructure project. Their goal is to build custom AI cloud systems using Google's own chips, creating a direct competitor to the infrastructure owned by NVIDIA, Amazon, and Microsoft. Tech giants are now pouring capital into land, power grids, and silicon, effectively building the heavy manufacturing plants of the 21st century. This physical infrastructure has become so powerful, it now functions as a critical national security asset. The U.S. Department of Defense recently authorized several major AI systems for deployment on classified military networks. This authorization integrates companies like OpenAI, Microsoft, Google, SpaceX, and Amazon directly into the military infrastructure. The competition over AI has moved beyond software benchmarks and is now a permanent fixture of geopolitical power. The massive costs of building these data centers and securing military gear are beginning to reach the average consumer. This chart illustrates how overhead for electricity and ships moves through the supply chain. Costs filter down into various economy sectors, impacting individual budgets. Consumers see these costs reflected in expensive electronics, rising cloud fees, and higher AI subscriptions. The era of cheap or free AI tools is ending. The physical cost of maintaining autonomous systems is too high for these companies to subsidize indefinitely. Beyond subscription fees, the build-out of this infrastructure is accelerating a wave of corporate layoffs as firms move towards AI-first operations. Sectors like coding, marketing, data analysis, and customer support are seeing human roles actively replaced by automated systems. These layoffs connect directly back to the autonomous agents we saw in Google Workspace. The digital employees are now clocking in to perform tasks that humans once handled. The industry is now defined by the struggle to own the physical global infrastructure of AI. Ownership of these data factories translates to direct influence over the digital workforce, with human workers already appearing as the primary collateral of this shift.